Born in 1731 to a free African-American mother and a formerly enslaved father, Benjamin Banneker grew up on a small farm in Maryland, where his keen intellect and deep curiosity about the world around him set him apart. With little formal education, he taught himself mathematics and astronomy, spending hours studying the night sky and borrowing books from local scholars. His brilliance first gained recognition when he built a fully functional wooden clock at the age of 22, having never seen a clock before, an invention that kept precise time for decades. In 1791, he was invited to assist in surveying the land that would become Washington, D.C., working alongside Andrew Ellicott to map out the city's layout. Around the same time, Banneker embarked on another groundbreaking endeavor, publishing his own almanac. Almanacs were incredibly important in the 18th century, as they provided crucial information about weather patterns, astronomical events, tides, and planting schedules for farmers. Despite widespread racism and limited resources, Banneker compiled and published a series of almanacs between 1792 and 1797, filled with his own detailed astronomical calculations and social commentary. His work was widely respected and even received endorsements from prominent figures, but he faced many challenges in securing a publisher due to the color of his skin. Eventually, the almanac was published and distributed, proving that black intellect and scientific capability could not be ignored. Banneker's intellectual contributions were not limited to science. In 1791, he boldly wrote a letter to Thomas Jefferson, who was then Secretary of State, challenging him on the hypocrisy of slavery in a nation that claimed to value freedom. In his letter, Banneker reminded Jefferson of the ideals of the American Revolution, and urged him to extend those same principles to Black Americans. He argued that intelligence and talent were not limited by race, and that African Americans were just as capable of contributing to society as their white counterparts. Jefferson, impressed by Banneker's intellect, responded with praise but did little to change policy. Banneker's work left an undeniable mark on American history, proving that brilliance knows no race or boundaries. When he died in 1806, much of his work was tragically lost in a fire, but his legacy as one of America's earliest black scientists, mathematicians, and civil rights advocates lives on, inspiring generations to break barriers and pursue knowledge.